Reacher Season 2 Cast and Character Guide. The first 3 episodes of Amazon Prime's Reacher premiered on the 15th of December. The TV series is adapted from the Jack Reacher novels by Jim Grant under the name Lee Child. In the novels, Jack Reacher is an ex-military major in the United States Army who becomes a drifter, taking odd jobs around the country and investigating suspicious and dangerous situations. Season 1 of Reacher was based on Child's first Jack Reacher novel, Killing Floor. The second season is adapting Bad Luck and Trouble, the 11th book of the series that was published in 2007. With so many books in the series, it can be hard to keep track of the characters and who is in the TV series. Familiar faces return, but we are also introduced to new characters both in general and ones that were not in Bad Luck and Trouble. Who are we meeting in this second season, and who are the lovely, talented actors that are part of it? Alan Ritchson returns for Season 2 as the one and only Jack Reacher. In the first season, Reacher was an ex-military cop with extensive combat and investigative experience, drifting from one town to another all across the United States. Now in the second season, Reacher goes to New York City via contact from an old friend of his U.S. Army unit. One of their own was murdered under mysterious circumstances. It's up to Reacher and the rest of his team to find the culprit and avenge their fallen comrades. Ritchson began his acting career back in 2005 when he was a Quayman in the DC series Smallville. He has been part of a few other DC-related shows, along with being Raphael in both live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films. Also returning to Season 2 is Maria Sten's Frances Neagley, who served with Reacher in the first season as an Army MP. She is an ex-Army Master Sergeant and a corporate security professional. She worked as a private investigator after she left the Army and was an essential part of Reacher's investigations in the first season. In Season 2, she is back to help Reacher investigate the murder of their comrade and locate the person who is responsible for their death. Sten is a Danish actor who is known for the DC show Swamp Thing as one of the main roles, Liz Tremaine. Sten also wrote 2 episodes of David Kelly's Big Sky, along with writing a short film she made herself called Wild Things Run Free. She was in the top 100 of Hollywood's most influential new writers. Some new faces have been added to the second season, one of them being Serene de Swan's Carla Dixon. She is another member of Reacher's old MP unit, who currently works as a forensic accountant in corporate risk management. She worked as a private investigator before she became an accountant, and she has a deep love for mathematics. Apparently, she also had chemistry with Reacher in the past. Swan was another actor to star in the DC show Smallville as Zatanna Zatara, but she was also briefly associated with Marvel in the show Inhumans as Medusa and was Paige Arkin in Graceland and Graceland Insider. Additionally, she has starred in a variety of short films since 2010. Another new character, Sean Sipos' David O'Donnell, is another member of Reacher's old team who currently has a family of his own and works as a lawyer. Compared to the other characters we will mention in this guide, O'Donnell didn't settle his career on being in law enforcement or the military or anything of the sort. He chose a pretty standard way of life, so it will be interesting to see if he joins Reacher in the investigation or not. After the roaring success of Reacher's first season, the second season returns to Prime Video with an even more intense storyline and an exciting new cast lineup. Based on Lee Child's best-selling Jack Reacher novels, the show follows the adventures of the former military police major Jack Reacher, a no-nonsense drifter with extraordinary combat skills and a sharp investigative mind. While the first season adapted Killing Floor, the debut novel in Child's series, Season 2 delves into the 11th novel, Bad Luck and Trouble. Reacher reconnects with his old military unit, and this reunion sets off a string of thrilling events. Here's a guide to the main cast and characters for Reacher Season 2. Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher. Alan Ritchson returns to reprise his role as the title character, Jack Reacher. Ritchson brings a commanding physicality and quiet intensity to the role, perfectly capturing Reacher's imposing presence and razor-sharp instincts. Standing at 6'5" with a muscular build, Reacher is an intimidating figure, but it's his relentless pursuit of justice that makes him truly dangerous. In Season 2, Reacher finds himself caught up in a personal vendetta when members of his former military unit are targeted, and he won't stop until the mystery is unraveled. Richson's portrayal of Reacher has earned praise for staying true to the essence of the character in Lee Child's novels, while adding his unique flair. Maria Sten as Frances Neagley. Maria Sten returns as Frances Neagley, one of Reacher's closest allies and a former member of his elite military team. Tough, capable, and fiercely loyal, Neagley is one of the few people Reacher trusts completely. Her experience as a military investigator complements Reacher's brute strength, and together they make a formidable pair. In Season 2, Neagley plays a crucial role as the two investigate the murders of their former comrades. Sten's portrayal of Neagley has resonated with fans, thanks to her ability to balance the character's toughness with a subtle emotional depth. Ferdinand Kingsley as David O'Donnell. New to Season 2 is Ferdinand Kingsley as David O'Donnell, another member of Reacher's old Special Investigations Unit. O'Donnell is as tough as they come, a trusted comrade who has a deep history with Reacher. Their bond is one forged in the crucible of military service, and O'Donnell's return brings both camaraderie and tension, especially as the group faces off against a powerful enemy. Kingsley, known for his performances in Victoria and Dracula, adds a new layer of complexity to the group dynamic, with O'Donnell being someone who knows Reacher inside and out. Serinda Swan as Carla Dixon. Serinda Swan joins the cast as Carla Dixon, another key member of Reacher's old unit. A former military intelligence officer, Dixon is highly skilled in strategy, making her an invaluable asset to Reacher's team. She brings intelligence, focus, and determination to their mission, and her loyalty to her former comrades runs deep. Swan, known for her roles in Inhumans and Coroner, brings a tough, confident presence to Dixon, who quickly proves to be one of the sharpest minds in the group. Rory Cochrane as Stan Lowry. Rory Cochrane plays Stan Lowry, a former member of Reacher's Special Investigations Unit. Lowry is an experienced operator, though he finds himself in over his head as the mystery surrounding the deaths of their unit members deepens. Cochrane, known for his roles in Argo and Dazed and Confused, brings a sense of vulnerability to Lowry, whose connection to Reacher is complicated by old scars from their military days. Sean Sipos as Tony Swan. Sean Sipos plays Tony Swan, another former colleague from Reacher's military past. With a sharp wit and quick reflexes, Swan is an energetic addition to the group. He's resourceful and determined, though his easygoing nature sometimes masks the pain and loss he's endured. Sipos, best known for his roles in The Vampire Diaries and Outer Range, adds layers of emotional depth to Swan, whose role in the mission becomes critical as the story progresses. Ty Victor Olsen as Manuel Orozco. Ty Victor Olsen portrays Manuel Orozco, an antagonist with ties to the case that Reacher is investigating. Orozco is a menacing figure who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. As Reacher and his team get closer to the truth, Orozco becomes one of their most dangerous adversaries. Olsen's portrayal of Orozco brings a sense of cold calculation and ruthlessness to the series, raising the stakes for the heroes. Other supporting cast. Season 2 also introduces several new characters, including military officials, investigators, and shadowy figures from Reacher's past. These new faces add depth and intrigue to the unfolding mystery, as Reacher's team must navigate complex alliances, betrayal, and the constant threat of violence. Some familiar faces from the first season may make brief appearances, further connecting the dots in Reacher's dangerous journey. Conclusion. With Reacher Season 2 diving into a more personal and emotionally charged storyline, the cast brings their A-game to ensure that this season is packed with action, suspense, and character development. Alan Ritchson, once again,